welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl barrister Nezeville, and I have two other peperempes.
Hi guys.
Hi. So guys, welcome to another edition of the Chronicles of a 9 to 5 Mom series. As you guys can see, I have my two soul sisters, amazing YouTubers, Nezeville KK and Bello Space. The Siamese twins. And these girls are amazing. I have them on my channel today, and we're going to be discussing something very hot and spicy.
Yes.
Hey guys, my name is Adeze from Adeze Space here on YouTube, and I'm happy to be here on Nezeville's channel, okay?
And hi, hello everyone. My name is Nello of Nello Okeke.
As always.
Yes, Nello as always. And I'm happy to be back here on Neze's channel as well.
Thank you ladies for gracing us with your presence.
I'm
so
blushing.
in today's video, we're going to be talking about if you're under 18, I think it's time for you to come.
Yeah.
Okay, just take it out. Go and wash plates.
Sweet house.
We're going to be talking about sex.
Yeah.
Yes, because in as much as we like to shy away from that topic, sex and money makes the world go round.
Yep.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Sex is the reason why many kings have lost their kingdoms.
Yep.
Many men have lost their money. It's like it's very important. We don't talk about it enough, but sex is very important.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about sex, and we're going to be talking about sex and intimacy as a working mom and as a stay-at-home or work from home. How do we put it? Work from home mom. Okay. So I'm going to be analyzing it from my own point of view and from their point of view. So this content concerns everybody. Sit back and let us begin. Okay, I had mentioned earlier that sex somehow in the course of working becomes more like a chore to a working mother, more like a responsibility that just has to be fulfilled to a working mother. It's not so spontaneous. Many times you see working mothers have to plan it, like, okay, put it in their to-do list. Okay, I'm going to go to the market today, then I'll do children's homework, then I'll have sex. Like, you have to tick it off the list.
Yeah.
That is the reality for many working mothers. So I want to ask, for stay-at-home moms, is intimacy easier and more spontaneous? What is intimacy like for a stay-at-home mom?
It is not as spontaneous as it can be, okay? I don't have to put it in a schedule or whatever, but it's not as spontaneous. It doesn't come as easy. See, that chore you're talking about, it's all of us.
All of us work at home.
all of us. Yeah, because from morning to night, you're doing so many other things around the house that
I was going to say that.
when that night time comes, you just want to relax and sleep,
Yeah.
and then somebody's not touching. So it's not as spontaneous as it is for, I don't know who is spontaneous for, maybe young people. young single people maybe, but for us that are married and have children,
Lots
I think
of
it's children that is more.
I think it's the children
once you start
that
having
is
children, it's no more as
changes.
spontaneous.
Okay, so for me, two things about it. First of all, I feel like it's actually worse for stay-at-home moms because first of all, we're in the house all day, okay? We're waking up, you're looking for what people will eat. You have to make sure the house is clean. Most times, a lot of people don't even have people helping them with these things. They have to cook, they have to clean, they wash, they do this, they run off to market, come back, do this. They remember, oh, I have to pick up the kids from school. Like, for me, I work a lot more than probably any working mom. That's just from my own personal perspective. And while doing all this, I still make time for my actual job that I still have to do. So I'm actually doing my actual job plus every other person's job. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I'm very tired. Please, no man's child should touch me. No man's child should touch me. I'm usually very tired, but obviously it's not every single day.
Yeah.
And again, for me, my kids are really not my issue because I outsource a lot of things. Most times is my mental health, my mental stress,
State.
like mental state.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm not in the mood, it has a lot to do with me mentally than physically. Because I won't say I'm the one sweeping and mopping, but I still have to oversee everything
that is happening.
So mentally, sometimes I'm already thinking, oh God, this thing is not good. How are we going to do this tomorrow? I'm thinking this child has this club tomorrow. Like, I'm busy in my head. Like, I'm very, very busy. and another man that all he has to worry about is just
make money.
I'm worried about making money. I'm too worried about everything else. The only one is making money. Don't touch. I beg, don't touch me today. When I'm in the mood mentally, then so I think that's it for me.
Okay, that's very interesting to know that no be only us waka come. It's actually something that we have to actually go out of our way to do. It's not like, oh, I'm ready 24/7. Let's do this.
Let me add one thing before I continue. I literally watched this thing recently, where people said that for a lot of wives per se, not even just mothers at this point, sex is actually a whole day's thing. Let me explain. So it's like you can wake up in the morning, annoy me. In the afternoon, I'm stressed, I'm angry. Yes, thank you. In the evening, you relax, put your head on the floor,
while I'm on all fours.
I say, yeah, you want, and then in the night, you still want to come and touch me. Sex to men is mostly physical. To women, it's mental.
Yes,
it's very, very so emotional. Thank you. We have been stressed from morning to night. You did not help in any way. So the person, the thing I want, the person like wake up in the morning, even compliment her, breakfast in bed. That woman is really like, wow. Her body is already sweeting her. In the afternoon, tell her, babe, don't worry, I'm buying food on my way back from work. Don't stress. Come back and see the position. She'll be ready
in the monkey shadow. So in other words, really, we're not saying that okay, men that do not help out do not deserve the cookie. But it's going to be so much easier to let the cookie go when you are helpful. Do you know, generally, not just for wives, even your mates, their countenance, their reaction, their body language when they are overstressed tells. But when they see you helping them out, you see that they begin to cheer up, they are happier. So everybody loves assistance. Jot that down. Jot that down, man. Help your wives out so you can put her in the mood. Not just in the night, you come with your rumput singlet for people. Madam.
Rumput singlet and dog boxers.
It doesn't work like that way.
So I feel like that's why a lot of men are just not in the mood sometimes.
That's true. Okay, so for many working moms, there are some phases that a working mom comes to that is just like the switch, her libido switch just goes off, as if someone just turns it off. Like she's not in the mood. And it's not about, okay, this night, the next night. It can stretch for a period of time. Like the libido goes down. 2 weeks. Like she just doesn't want that.
I'm sure some people are going to laugh at you and be like, 2 weeks, no, 6 months. Some people say 6 months. Are you serious? Say like how long? I thought you say 3 months. It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks is not bad.
Okay, we're getting there. So
let's just assume like
okay, let's assume
3
1
months.
month. No, 3 months. Come on. 3 months. What's going on?
They will tell you. They will tell you. Continue.
There has to be something fundamentally wrong. What do you guys think? A woman going off for 3 months when it's not like okay, she's trying to punish her husband or something. I think there's a reason why a woman would not want intimacy for 3 months.
Most times it's not even just like her intention. Sometimes it might be hormonal, it might be something she went through. I don't know, it might be stress.
So for a stay-at-home mom, what strategies do you employ to ensure that this libido switch does not last too long? Are you guys actively into research, into drinking tiger nuts and honey? What do you drink? Tell me. You tell us. This is
no, like
what do you guys do to spice it up when it goes low?
For me, this spicing up sex life or marriage in general is an area I really want to explore. I extremely want to explore that, but I'm yet to explore it because I mean, things just come up. I don't know. I'm just here to explore it. And by explore, I don't just mean different position or different things. I mean like different things, different roles, different. I don't know. Like make it sweet. Okay? So I'm yet to do that. But then again, I don't really. I think the only time I really like go long without sex. Should I even pregnancy really? I don't even go that long. But my husband will say it's long if I'm not in the mood for like 2 weeks or something. You say it's long or whatever. But I really don't mind. But yeah,
So when you're
there's
feeling
not,
that
there's
way, is
never a
there
switch.
any active thing you do to get yourself back, or you just let yourself go until you are ready to?
I don't particularly do anything, but there's some things that my husband can do that will make me happy and my switch will come back on.
Yeah. Okay.
Like let's say it's
Money.
my birthday, I just wire money.
The switch will be turned on. It's on. Never don't bring lights.
You said money, that's my point.
Never go bring lights.
You bring light. You know, it just puts me in such a good mood, or
Yeah.
he gives me something I've always wanted. You know, sometimes when we're feeling down, yeah, it's not like your husband did something wrong at that moment or that day, or your kids. It's just like you're overwhelmed, you're tired, like
Yes, you're sick of it.
Yeah.
yeah. So little gestures like that to kind
Will
of
just bring
uplift
you-
your spirits,
yes,
and
yes.
you can put it back in. That's how it works for me. So
Yeah.
Okay.
it never
What,
lasts
what,
for
what
too
you
long.
said is very, very important, because so many men, when a woman's switch goes off, they start suspecting.
Or complaining.
Or start complaining.
Complaining won't
without
help
even
your-
without
won't
even
help
thinking
your
of what can I
situation.
do
Yes.
Yeah.
to change things.
I don't
It's like,
think
okay,
they
are you
ever
cheating?
think
I
about
don't think they
what
think,
can
what
I
can I
do?
do?
Like,
you
you
start
know,
blaming the
when
woman.
we're
I will cheat.
angry.
This is the reason why men cheat. Oh,
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's wrong. When
You
your
think
woman's
the woman
switch
cannot
goes
cheat?
off, you start this. You're telling
No,
me.
but seriously now, you think she cannot cheat?
Oh.
You think you're sexy to her eyes. She's managing you. You're there telling her that you can't cheat. Go.
now.
Go. Let us see who it will be more.
No, in my own case, okay, what happens is, I think mine's a bit different because, okay, you can relate. My husband travels and comes back, okay?
Yeah.
So sometimes that distance, that
Yeah.
absence, makes the heart and the body,
Yeah,
you know, go
fonder.
fonder and everything.
Yeah,
so,
no, yeah,
so
that
when
aside.
he comes back, yeah, it helps.
I tried to talk about that side because
Yeah.
that one is like
Yeah, not for everybody. So yeah, when he comes
Yeah.
back, and then
How
like you
long
said,
away? How long does it stay away?
sometimes
A long-
5 weeks.
a long
yeah,
time.
a long time, sometimes 5 times. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that one helps. And another one that helps again is when he's helping around the house.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
that's
what
what
turns
turns the woman on.
But men don't.
Walai.
I tell my
Yeah.
husband sometimes that if I enter the room now and see that you've made the bed,
made the
you have
bed.
to-
Everywhere is clean.
come and take me here.
Exactly.
I tell you this a lot. Like
Help with the kids.
help
Like
out.
take
Yes.
kids away. Let them not stress me. Yeah.
Yes, that's very,
Yeah.
very true.
But
Yeah.
about all those pills and me, I really want to explore. Like, you guys should
See, you
tell
know,
us.
you know what I've been saying this since.
I'm not really
You
saying.
people should tell us.
I
Tell
even
us
know that you
things.
do something. Tell
Yes,
us.
tell us what you take. There's so many safe, really nice, natural things.
Aphrodisiacs
Yes,
and
that
stuff.
people take.
And please don't tell me that kunu and
I
I
don't tell you that one that they use and do on Instagram as well. There's one.
Hey, what's the name?
Jaruma.
Jaruma, yeah, that
Jaruma
one.
thing.
That
You guys
thing.
know.
Please don't tell me that one.
Kayamata.
But seriously, like, what are people doing? You
Like,
should help
they-
us.
you
Please,
help
help
our
us.
ministry.
But you know another thing that helps, do you know exercise actually helps? Working out.
I'm
and
sure it
being
does.
active, yeah, it
Yeah, I'm
helps.
sure it does.
helps.
Yeah,
I just
it
noticed
does.
it.
That means
Does.
it can never happen to me because
You don't like working out.
I don't work out.
Yeah,
My
working
highest
out
workout
helps.
is shopping around. So that's working.
Yeah, working
You're
out
right.
helps.
Energy levels really go up
Go
when you
up.
start exercising.
Yes,
It might
yes.
not be for the first 2 days because you're feeling aches and all, but
Yeah.
after like 1 week, you see that your
Your-
energy levels are high.
Yes,
So
exactly.
One
in the
other
gym.
thing, I want to say is only be like, okay, for me, you know how there are 4 weeks in a month, yeah? Let's just remove 1 week for period or whatnot, giving it 3 weeks.
Okay.
That 1 week for ovulation time, you see that ovulation time, for me, that's when I want to do everything I want to do the most.
Yeah.
Once that time passes,
Passes,
like,
like, I beg, I'm not interested.
also, if you see me during ovulation, you like it's not the same person.
Person, yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So
Yeah.
maybe that's how
It is
my
for
own
most
body.
women. Yeah, most women
Yeah.
don't do the ovulation.
That's-
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
my own body works, and I know it. So immediately that time is over, I just like ew.
Yeah, for many women, what they call it, what they call that one? The one before period.
Okay.
Yeah, that one that sets in.
Yeah.
Immediately after ovulation.
Yeah,
for many
I'm sure it
people,
happens
so,
to
yeah.
me. So then again, it's like, so I mean, if that 1 week you get me at my best, just enjoy it.
Just be ready for it.
Yeah, then the other times, I mean, we'll manage
Manage
all
that.
that.
All right, so guys, you've heard it. The ovulation period is always the peak period for women.
Make sure you have
So
IUD
go
under
and-
control, though.
Go and download the ovulation app. What's the madam is time? I grab her.
Make sure you have birth control, though.
All right, guys. So let's go to the next question. All right. So I think this concerns all wives, not just working or stay at home.
Okay.
There is this assumption that when a woman constantly comes with the excuse of "I'm tired," every time your husband touches you, "I'm tired, I'm tired," that it actually leads the man to infidelity? I know many of us will like, oh, no, there is no excuse for infidelity. But at the back of our minds, if we want to tell ourselves the truth, do you think that denying your partner intimacy for a long period or a longer period than he can take can actually lead that spouse to stepping out on the marriage, in all honesty?
For me, there's no excuse. Okay, like I said, there's no excuse. Because the reason why I still say there's no excuse is this: have you tried as a man to help, to find ways? Like, this is your wife, your forever wife. Like, have you tried to know the reason? Have you tried to help? Have you tried to see? Except the woman is evil and she doesn't even love the husband at all, whatever. If a man is doing all he can to help his wife, but even looking for things that she can take, taking her to the hospital, she will come out of it. Like, so I feel like there's no excuse. Some men is that an excuse. There are men that have wives that do everything, they still step out. Okay. So it's not really an excuse.
But must you now be the reason? Okay, just because there are men that have wives that do all those things and step out, there are men too that don't want to step out.
Yeah.
So is it in our place to now make it easier?
It would never be a woman's fault of making it easier for a man to step out. Man don't step out. Okay? As a woman, now, from my own point of view, as a woman, let me just tell you, I'm sure every woman can relate to this. There are so many things too that I want that can be a deal breaker for me that my husband is just not capable of giving me. Okay, by this I don't even mean money now. This money aside, as much as I like money, that he can't give me. Okay, he can't do for me. He can't, like, he doesn't even get why, I like you such or I want such. Okay, do you see me going to have different boyfriends that can provide me with that? Sometimes it's even things like emotional things, emotional needs. Yes, a lot of men are not brought up to be very emotional or something or caring. There's some men that even everything's a joke, and I don't know how to put it. They can't let their guard down and actually communicate the way you want to communicate, or you're communicating, they're not comprehending, like a lot of issues. But you don't see women using that as excuses
to keep a side talk.
Yes. Most times when they say when a woman cheats, is that emotional connection. A lot of men don't give it to their wives.
That's true.
It's a fact. Yeah. But you don't see women going out. So when it comes to sex again, my dear, there are so many other things you can do now. There are so many things you can help yourself. In fact, minus even helping yourself out, like Adizi said, find the reason. Especially if somebody that is having sex up and down. So I can never in this my life I was born into believe that I'm the reason why another man cheated. Because I mean, I'm not
just ask for a divorce.
Simple and short, and cite that as the reason.
What if you love your wife but you need sex?
That's what I'm saying. Then you find the root cause. You try. People should try different things. If you can tell that she's overwhelmed or something, go on holiday. Don't even go with her sometimes. Send her. A lot of marriages there, they don't have the same sex. Some women actually have higher libido than their men. But like I said previously, if it's 1 week in a month that I'm a porn star to you. Do you get what I mean? Enjoy that 1 week and understand the other 3 weeks. It doesn't even mean we're not having sex at all, but like, anyhow, just okay. Papa Ibuka, she's like you said, Papa Ibuka, let me go. That's what I mean. So if your wife has that phase, use the good phase to manage, console yourself. Try and find what the problem is and find a solution to it. And then again, let's say it's a month she doesn't want to do, or 2 months. Instead of freezing, my dear, enter the toilet. You know what to do inside there. You know what you used to do for. You can't do it.
When women are not asking you, what you are doing. Just do it. That's like a hospital.
Yes.
You know what you used to do.
Exactly.
And have you ever heard of relation? Where did I hear this? Is it like a gist on YouTube? She's like, sometimes when she's not even in the mood, she just tells her husband, you know what to do. Just can't do it. And it's not a big deal. Like, it doesn't mean the next day they will not still have, mad sex. So it's just like understanding.
Yeah.
A lot of men don't have the patience.
Yeah,
I can never be the reason.
And like I said, except your wife is really
evil.
And in that case, that means you don't even need her in your life anymore.
Yeah.
Just divorce her. But if it's every woman, I say women that don't even love their husbands because they've stayed long with the man, because the man has been nice to them, they start loving the man, they start
wanting him. So easier for a woman to.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, you've heard it.
Yeah.
Fellas, you've heard it. There is no excuse, there is no justification for infidelity. If women can make do with the lapses and inadequacies of their spouse, it is also expected that men should be able to do the same. So stay faithful. Okay, so our next question, guys. It is natural that when something is done repeatedly at the same thing done at the same time, the same way, it gets boring, it gets monotonous, right?
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to intimacy in marriage, this is one draw soup you've been eating for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
How do you think, or what limits do you think a couple should go to spice up their sex life? Some people introduce sex toys, sex dolls, dildos. Some go as far as pornography. Yeah, so
Is pornography going far?
Oh my god. Well, some even go to the extreme of sadomasochism, right? The whole whipping and beating and all that.
Yeah.
How far do you think there should be boundaries?
Some
or it should be
some
whatever works for you?
Some even go as far as bringing third parties.
Some even go as much as bringing third parties in. Anything that works for you as a thing.
Some even the show I just watched. What's the name of that show on Netflix again? Sex Life. Go after that sex party where
okay, anybody like sex party, right? Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think there should be boundaries, or a woman should be able to do anything, or a man should be able to do anything to make the sex life A+, like make it lit, or there should be boundaries to distance?
I mean, okay, with everything in life, of course, there are boundaries now. But I feel like the boundaries now depends on the couple.
Yeah,
okay, there's a lot of men that don't even understand sex toys, and just like why you mentioning it, it makes them feel very. What's the word? Inadequate. Thank you. I've heard about such men actually.
Yeah, that's
it makes them feel so they don't get it, and I think what even the fact that obviously women don't orgasm through sex, a good percentage, yes, as much as men, yes. So you have to put in the extra work, and a lot of men don't just bother to put in the extra work. I feel like if men can understand when it comes to people getting tired, I feel like maybe it's women that get bored more. I don't know, I'm just talking. I feel like women are more likely to get bored of the same. Yeah, especially with a man that doesn't even, aim to please. Yeah. But that aside, if you have a partner that, pleases the way it should, and you still feel like you're bored, there are so many ways. For me, porn is not going far. It's just like, if you watch that movie Sex Life, you have watched porn. It's not far. Like, do you know what I mean? Porn is not going far. So yes, watch porn, do whatever I have to do, introduce sex toys. There are a lot of, even there are male sex toys that
oh Jesus.
People, it's a thing now. There are male sex toys, there are female ones. Yeah, like explore that. But
so if you walk into your bedroom and you see one full-fledged dog, maybe naked.
That's the boundary now. Everything has boundaries. So like, let's say that my husband wants me to use a sex toy, and that doesn't mean I should go and buy one dildo that is. Like, so it's just to know your boundaries. I'm not gonna say whatever it takes. That's like a lot of people go far, but whatever both of you agree on, are comfortable with. You people are even going far. For some people, it's not. They don't even need or want sex toy. They don't even want porn. They just need a different scene, different environment, different scenario, and what's what I'm looking for? English film me, and more whatever shall come to head, more ways to explore. Sometimes as simple as even educating yourself, watching movies or googling it on YouTube, and you will just find more ways. So it depends on the couple. That's what I think.
For me, I feel there should be a boundary is third parties, because it's a marriage, so bringing in third parties and all of that, I'm not sure it works for. I'm not sure it should be allowed. It
works for a lot of people, but maybe allowed per se.
But aside that, any other thing is what both of you agree on. But also know what you are agreeing to.
That's about to say. Some third parties there is better than that's what a lot of men. See, let me tell you, rather third party than this girl sent. Look at it. So long story short, when her partner is not around, he makes her to go and buy a cucumber and video herself using the cucumber to basically.
Those ones are
I'm just saying, and send him the video, and then I'm just like, what kind of stupid life is that? What kind of rubbish is that? All in the name of spicing or what? So things are worse. It just depends on
what. And be sure what you're agreeing to. Not say
halfway
BDSM. What is the BDSM?
But the time when you are crying, the man will think that it's part of the pleasure. By the time you are done, you will find yourself in the movie.
Just be sensible about it,
Yeah.
but be open to as well. Be
Communicate
open.
about it and
Yeah.
be understanding. If your wife tells you she wants you to beat her, please understand the beating that she needs. Okay? If you also, it's not even
Don't black eye.
Yeah. Like make sure you people understand it first,
yeah.
though, so
Yeah.
that because if there's no understanding there, one person
Yeah.
will always feel
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
After you finish whipping your wife, she feel like you just use the anger in you to beat her.
beat her, eh?
Sex as an
Or she
excuse.
starts
Like,
seeing you
excuse-
differently. Starts
Thank
seeing you like,
you.
oh, this man.
Yeah, she starts seeing different, exactly. Or
Yeah.
sometimes, so it just depends. Me, I'm all for like I like go to a different country, explore that country, and just go crazy there. Then
Then
come
back
back,
to reality.
and that can
Yeah.
somehow
And spice up
spice
everything.
up things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know how they say what happens in where say
In Las Vegas.
what happens in Vegas State, in Vegas, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Just be crazy together, but whatever you do, I think the most important is togetherness.
So, as you guys have heard from all of us, spicing is good, but over spicing ruins the stew.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just slowly, yes.
Alright, Okay, guys, so we're just going to go to our last and final question. Are you guys enjoying this?
Yeah.
If you guys are
Too
enjoying
much.
this,
Yeah.
please
Yeah.
give this video a thumbs
Thumbs
up.
up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Please, and
I don't know
share
whether
it.
I've mentioned that you should also go to their channels and subscribe if you're
Yeah.
not.
Please,
There's so
come
many
over.
amazing contents that you're going to find
Yeah.
on their channel.
Yep,
Very
yep.
enlightening, fun. In fact, you're going to thank me later. So if you're enjoying this video, do drop your comments, give a thumbs up, share the video. All right.
Subscribe
to
to channel if you're not subscribed.
All right, so let's go to our last question. Okay.
Final question. Why is it not laughing like this? What she about to ask?
I can't wait to hear your views, and I'm sure that both of you's views are going to differ
Okay.
on this
As
one.
usual.
As usual, as always. Okay, so I want to ask about one-time infidelity. One-time infidelity. Now you have a good man.
That's a tough one.
As in,
He mean the same. Now you have a good man.
Okay.
Good dad to your kids, good husband to you. Or on the flip side, you have a good wife. Good mother to your kids, amazing woman, supportive, got your back and all of that. You guys have been married for a long time, say 10 years. And maybe there is this office party or there's this hot neighbor for stay-at-home mom. And one thing led to another. There were no emotions. It was just sex, as they put it, okay? It was just sex. There were no emotions. Maybe at the office party, your wife got drunk and one thing led to the other. Or as your wife was going to drop the kids at school, she saw this neighbor, they started talking, and you know this man offered his shoulder, and maybe she had a lot on her chest, and she just started talking, and one thing led to the other.
It's so funny, you use good examples because it's really what it's
Yes. So do you think that one single sex with another person in a marriage, just once, is enough to end the marriage?
Let Adisa go first.
I don't want to put that my answer on the internet. Let them not see it.
And they'll say, okay, just one.
So, in all seriousness, it depends on that one time. Like, the explanation has to be, I don't know, but it has to, I don't know. But it has to depend on that one. Like, I have to know, okay, how exactly did it happen? Let me know the story to the end. There's a way it will sound. I'll forgive you, but not immediately. Like, we'll first separate, we'll first go through counseling, therapy, phases of grief and whatever. Yes,
It's grief.
you have to miss me, and I have to mourn that relationship that has ended. Then you have to now woo me back,
And win you back.
Yes, and win me back, and then we'll start again and try to just erase that part. Okay? But it has to, like, I don't even know how the story has to go before it will be that
Convincing
Yeah,
enough.
convincing enough, but it has to be.
Okay.
I know your own answer.
Yeah.
What's my answer?
You have to cheat back once too, then.
No, I didn't say. I wasn't about to say that. So, what I had in mind is the way you explained it now. I was actually thinking of myself as the cheater here because I don't like it's easier for me to know what I would do Okay,
Yeah,
if I were the other person, if I picture myself as a cheater, and if it were me and it's a one-time mistake, I want to be forgiven. Okay, but then again, if it were me, you will never find out. So for me to even find out that you cheated, I mean, you are messy in the first place. There are two ways: me finding out or you coming the next morning to confess. You know, that's two.
Yeah,
so that confession one now, everything that they said, let's just put it that way. That relationship is over. That particular relationship we had at that time, it's over. We can never get it back. And I don't want to say things like start afresh, because no matter how afresh we start, I will never see it the same way. I'll never trust you. I'll probably never even have sex with you, even if we're living in the same house. Like, it's going to be hard, because each time we're trying to have sex, I'm imagining you having sex with somebody else while we are still together. If it's that we're broken up and things happen, but whatever, like, I know myself. I can emotionally disconnect so quick, so it's going to be very hard. But let's say it's the one that you come the next morning, guilt has finished you. I would never have caught you in this life. And you come and confess.
It's easier to
No, not easier. We'll still go through therapy. You have to sit down and tell me, why did you even do it in the first place? Please, getting drunk is not a reason. I get drunk.
Everybody can get drunk.
Yeah, everyone can get drunk.
Yeah, I getting drunk. I've never thought about it when I'm drunk. If I'm getting drunk, I'm even thinking, going home to my husband, I don't know how that. So if you are it's come on, get out, it's not an excuse. Not an excuse. So after you tell me all those things, I'm just going to tell you, okay, you know what? Now the only way that we can both equally move on is if I just cheat and no, this should be a conversation.
Yeah.
It won't be like I'll go and do it in secret and not content. No, we'll have to. I'll tell you that's the only way, because if I try to feel bad about you cheating, I remember I've done it too. So we both wronged each other. And now let's start afresh from scratch. And if after I cheat, you cannot find it in yourself to actually move on, it was not meant to be. Let's just go. Yeah, no, because if you expect me to forgive you for cheating, you have to be okay with me cheating and you forgiving me as well. Let things balance out that way. Yeah.
But is your reason for not cheating because your husband is not cheating, or because you want to stay faithful on your own?
It's a decision to stay faithful. Do people even think it's easy to stay faithful? It's just the same way it's a decision to keep loving your partner, to keep putting in effort. It's a decision, because isn't not this life we're living in? Temptations are everywhere.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know how many guys I'll go out asking for numbers or trying to get with you? I've been out with my husband, and immediately my husband left to go and bring common water for me. One guy runs to collect my number, and he knew. I just, like, point is, it's not as difficult as people think. In fact, I can be the one to even walk up. If nobody comes to me, I can still be the one to walk up to somebody I feel like, they are hot, that I want to have sex.
No guy says no.
How would they say no?
Trust me, when I say men are cheap.
That's cheap. So it's
the easiest to get.
It's a decision, is what I'm trying to say. There's nothing like office party, you just sleep with somebody. No, there's just something in your head.
Yeah.
You've been thinking of something, you imagine something. It's not from nowhere. If you feel like that person is tempting too much, tell your wife about it, or tell your husband about it. Find a solution together. That's even easier and better. The person will vex, but at least there will not be any long-term issues. Or you remove yourself from that situation.
Do you think it's wise for you to reveal to your partner that, okay, I'm having some kind of flirty, it's very intense, and you see yourself like almost crossing the line? Do you think you should discuss it?
And say, I'll tell my partner everything. Why I say it's not necessary? As I'm saying, topic for another day.
I don't think it's necessary.
No, I'm saying this one is in the emotion that tell your husband
everything.
No, talk about your past. Your past. Not
everything. Not just because your past is over. Even in years of past, you will say.
How do you know what I did? Okay, see, you are told why I commented it. I told her that
past that they
use it for another day.
Yeah, for another day. But point is, what was that point? No, I forgot the point. No, point is, you don't necessarily have to tell your partner about it if you don't want to, but you have to remove yourself from that situation and delete that person from your life. If it's your office, quit that job. If your husband asks why you're quitting, or your wife asks why you're quitting, find a reason. Okay, it doesn't mean quit and stay home. You work on getting something about, like, that's the easiest way out. Once you stop seeing that person sometimes. Yes, don't stop seeing that person.
What's the guarantee that when you quit and get another job, you won't find another hot guy? Please just put your bum on
no,
your pants.
Sometimes, that's what I'm saying. Once you see that person every day, finish up. Some people, like Adesi said earlier, they get married not in love, but just that seeing each other every day, being in each other's space, getting to each other, they fall in love. It happens in the offices too. So you're not talking to this person, come on, you're still seeing the person, right? See the hot shirt, you're showing his chest to show him to the so
okay. Alright, so for me, that's the end of my questions. But don't forget that we have one
hot
question from Adesi.
Okay, so my question is this, okay? As a working mom,
okay,
we know that in any office you go to, in any place where you go to, you will see one hot guy. One hot guy.
Customers, people that
Yes,
So many
there's
people,
always
clients.
one hot guy that is nice, that is good, that is almost like challenging everything you think about your husband. He's better.
Yep.
I mean, on the surface, so.
Of course.
He's
Some
better.
of them, both surface and every
Yes,
other
he
part.
looks better, he behaves better, treats you better, does everything better. Okay, and he's close to you and he likes you. Okay? Does it make your attraction to your husband reduce, or does it make you start looking at your
question your
husband?
decision?
Yeah, like,
Or does it tempt you?
does it tempt you? Or when your
To
husband
cheating, like-
says one thing now, you're just like, look at this one, when I have somebody in the office
Uh-huh.
that's, you know, hotter than you and he's even treating me better, you are here, you know,
Things like
So
that.
does
Basically, is it tempting?
Is it tempting?
Okay, I'm going to be very transparent with my answer. The truth is that these things actually do happen. As a working mom, you're exposed, especially someone like my kind of job. I'm a banker. I come across so many, all calibers of men, very wealthy people, politicians, CEOs. In fact, all calibers of people that might be termed more successful or hotter.
Yeah.
But the truth is that it's much easier for me to ignore these things that may seem as temptation because of the kind of husband I have. If I didn't have the kind of husband I had, maybe it would have posed a threat or a temptation. But I'm not even tempted because everything that I desire as a woman, I get it at home.
Okay, before you continue, I think, okay, I get where you're coming from, I get, but we're going deep now. Forget desire. Let's talk about physical Forget desire. I don't believe there's a man out in the world that
Better
can treat
for
me.
me than my
Yeah, you know,
husband,
better for me
yeah.
than my husband. Exactly. But
Okay, so in other words, really
physical attraction.
know whether I lost
yes,
Yes,
physical
it doesn't mean that you're
attraction.
actively
Yes.
wanting the guy, but you just again, hey,
For me, the answer is yes. You can't deny it. For me, the answer is yes.
for you.
You had no, like my answer for you is yes. How to get it? My answer for you is yes. Because it happens to both men and women. You see that physical attraction, like you said, office party, you're sipping champagne, looking at him like this, and he's like, and he's like, hey, and he's like this. Come on.
you might get back.
I'm not going his
I know the funny thing. Men say this a lot. In the office, we have women that this women
Yes.
now come back
You
to
came back, you come with your slut t-shirt
With
and
their
your
pot belly, oh, it's like it's something that once a Nigerian married man, they come and collect your pot belly. So that's when it over.
You tell me I haven't heard they will tell you sorry. Meanwhile, you know the office will be like, oh my god.
Go and buy you drugs, take care of you, do your work for you, cook, buy you lunch. Your own partner is not telling you sorry. Come on, you go.
Tell you sorry, what's for dinner? You not asking what's for dinner.
Anyways, guys, we have finally come to the end of today's video. So let us know in the comment section if you are a working mom or you're a stay-at-home mom and you find other guys physically attractive. If you find other guys physically attractive, we didn't say you act on it or you lust over them, but if you see something that you think is your spec, and you're like, do let us know in the comment section. Guys, thank Daisy and Nedo for gracing us with their presence, their knowledge, everything. They are the bomb, and I'm so blessed to have them on my channel. Don't forget to go check out their channels also.
Yes.
Give this video a big
Check us
thumbs
out.
up. Subscribe to all 3 channels. They're going to be in the description box, and we're going to see you. In fact, start heading over to their channels. We also have collaborations.
You can leave now.
We also have collaborations on their channels. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. It's me, your girl, Barrister Neze, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.